So pretty much what we were hoping to sit you down and talk about.
Can you speak up a bit? Oh, look, there is a silver box in the trolley with a hearing aid. Well, thank you.
So what we were hoping to talk about was pretty much your entire life.
You want to talk about the entire life?
I think if you can start, you grew up in Czechoslovakia.
Well, I was born in 1921. We lived at the edge of the city of Prague, and so we had a more or less set. It was a good life. Skiing, it was a family outing. I was a chubby child, glasses, the worst pair of skis and worst pair of old-fashioned binding, and I was always struggling at the back. There I also met Tony Sponar when we became friends in February 1948. There was a revolution. It was militia marching through the streets, and I saw almost immediately that I had no future. Tony Sponar, being a free spirit, he also decided he didn't want to live in Czechoslovakia. On one morning in January 1949, a friend of us drove us close to the border in the south. We strapped on cross-country skis and pretended to go for an outing. The whole area was already guarded, and there was a lake. On one side was Czechoslovakia, and on the other side was Austria. Fortunately, this lake was frozen, and we gradually drifted on the ice, and then I saw a herd of deer in the instance, so I thought, oh, there would be no guards. So we skied across the ice into Austria. There was trouble though at the railway station, walking around, and we become suspicious, trying to go through the ticket checking barrier. In German, he said, "Oh, what nationality are you? Have you got any documents, any passport?" This man said in Czech language, "Oh, I thought so. So we were refugees. We have to lock you up." In the morning, policemen came, and each of us gave to this border policeman $5, which was a lot of money. This captain said in the end, "I'll let you go, but don't expect me to stamp your passport." We spent 2 weeks in Vienna. At the end of it, we managed to get false identifications paper issued by the American CIC, Counterintelligence Corps. They were genuine false papers that enabled us to cross the Russian zone. On the 9th of March 1950, boarded the ship and sailed. Melbourne was the desired place to go, but I didn't go skiing the first winter because I didn't think it was appropriate for a poor migrant to go skiing. I wanted to come to Threadborne for quite some time. In skiing and training. I became Olympic skier. I was nominated in 1955. By that time, I was considered not to have the residency requirements, which were strictly 5 years. Through an act of parliament, they gave me the papers a few months earlier than strictly legal. I went to the Olympics 1956. I remember standing on the top Olympic run. I must say that the whole experience was a little overwhelming. None of us were used to the big atmosphere of big races, and I had a fall. I finished close to the end of the field. Nevertheless, I was the only one of the team to finish. I enjoyed Europe. You don't lose the affinity with the place of your birth. Nevertheless, I was very glad to return to Australia. Yeah, after the Olympics, it was when the Sasha's Lodge opened, and I had a destination, and I could come, and I drove up here, and I had a ski here. Gradually, I came here often enough, and I thought, well, I would like to live here. But I didn't want to become a ski instructor. I just didn't, and so there was really nothing to do for me until end of winter 1974. Tony Sponor rang me up and he said, "Oh, you can have a shop here. One of the shop is closing and it would give you a venue to do something." Few days later, made the arrangement. I had Frank shop. I opened 1974 and closed when I turned 80, 2001. I loved the skiing itself, and I loved the society, the company around. So that was a great attraction, and like with many things in life, you get used to it. You get used. It becomes part of your life, and you sort of crave for it. You think, no, I couldn't live without it. Of course, you can live without it, but that's the psychology originally. The motto of my younger days was work hard, live healthy life, be sort of adventurous, don't be afraid to take some risky situations, go through them and try to do it for yourself. If you sit on your back and don't do these things, you short-changing yourself. You're missing out on life's experiences. I had a good 47 years in Threadville. It was almost half of my life, the longest in one place, and I enjoyed it. It was a blessing. All right, thank you very much.